I'm Sophia, a new member of Dreaming in Color, and I'll be teaching embroidery basics, techniques, etc. And I guess to start off, embroidery is the act of using colored thread to essentially sew in designs on fabric, typically done on an embroidery hoop, which are what I have right here. These bamboo or wooden, pretty sure they're bamboo. I got them from Michaels. They're really cheap. Embroidery thread, which is what is right here, is made up of 6 individual strings, allowing the embroiderer to split apart the thread for different thicknesses of line work. So it allows you to create more depth in whatever design you're trying to make. And almost any needle can be used for embroidery, as long as the eyelet, so the hole at the top of the needle, is large enough for a thread to be pulled through. And as for fabric, what I have right here is cross-stitching Ida cloth, but really anything that's not stretchy at all should be okay. It's as long as it can be held in place with an embroidery hoop, it should be fine. Okay, for starters, we'll start with a running stitch. So this is the basic straight stitch that all embroidery stitches are based off of, and the key is to just come up, go back under, skip a little bit of space, come up, go back under, and that's literally all you do. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, nothing super crazy. Okay, so next up we have the second most easy stitch in embroidery, which is the back stitch, which creates a solid line that's good for outlining things, or basically really anything. You're probably going to use it in most of your pieces. It's super simple, super easy. All you're doing is connecting all your stitches together to create one solid line. Similar to the back stitch, next up we have this split stitch, which creates another running line, but adds a little bit of texture to it by intertwining different stitches, essentially, creating almost a chain-like look. It creates a bit of a thicker line, better for making whatever you're trying to outline stand out a little bit more. Okay, so next up we have the satin stitch, which is used for filling in areas, putting down color. Essentially, it's like painting or coloring in whatever you've outlined with your thread. So it's very, very simple, and I probably said that multiple times, but all of these stitches are ones that you're probably going to end up using in all of your pieces or in anything that you do with embroidery. So they're all effective and not super time consuming. Okay, and next up we have the French knots, which are very small rosette looking knots that can be used for filling in spaces, as they can be used as accent roses, really anything. If you're doing a very large floral piece and want to add just like some smaller little roses here and there. They're rather simple, a little bit hard to master or get down. As you can see, I'd have to pull the thread really taut in order to create a perfect knot. And I apologize for my camera work in some of these shots. Can be kind of hard whenever I just have a tiny tripod and a phone. So other than that, yeah, French knots. And those are 4 pretty basic, pretty easy stitches for embroidery. The ones on the bottom right, unfortunately, are improperly done blanket stitches, which I'll have to fix and show in a different video. Bye!